point. I mean, we lost by like 20. It was stupid.
Oof.
All right, so we are live. Let's get this.
Live.
We're live. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get this out there. Drop it in the.
Man, what a good another good weekend. NASCAR 2 out of 3. What that still proceeds to only lose one every weekend. It seems like if
3 out of
even.
4. I'll take 3 out of 4.
Dude, 3 out of 4, and you're making money no matter what, even if that's a unit across.
I think 12 out of 14 for all the picks I've given away for free on the stream. 12 for 14. So,
jeez,
giving away free money here.
He's reaching Poopster NASCAR level, man. What do we go? NASCAR 2 out of 3, but we hit those. But the big one hit, right?
Yeah. The big one hit, and we'll try it again this week.
Yeah. It was it was a good weekend. No, UFC.
Weekend for me.
Yeah, Donnie, you know what? You've earned the weekend off every now and then. We'll let you have it, all right? We'll let you take it off. We UFC crushed it too. UFC, if you were in chat with us, up to 7 units, just depending how you played it. I went a little heavier. I went a little heavier on Jerry than I recommended, which was plus 375 that hit, or plus 275. Sorry, that hit. But other than that, man, I mean, it was a good weekend, solid weekend. I know Friday was didn't I with the live picks, man. It was the best day. I posted it. It was like one of my 6 best days ever, and since being here, since I've been one of those founding members here, man. I've been here since December at least, maybe November. I can't remember. So
December.
but yeah, it's So yeah, it was like Friday we crushed, then Saturday absolutely we topped it on. We added on top of it. I actually just withdrawed and resetted my account yesterday. So life's good. Life's good at Lightning picks, man. So I had to. There's too much in there. There's too much Bitcoin. Bitcoin was down. I had to go change it over to what's it called? Chainlink.
It's a good idea, dude. Chainlink's
Link,
taking
get
off.
some Ethereum, get some BAT,
oh yeah,
some Tezos, get all the crypto.
We got a big week.
We're putting all our money in crypto.
Yeah, it's been a good week. What? Yeah. What do we got going now, Donnie? Don't you got some fights tonight?
We got fights on. You know, we had our premium pick tonight. The big one that I was talking about that got canceled. But you know, we got some big fights coming up. Dillian White's fighting Povetkin, I think. That's gonna be awesome. Dillian White's gonna tear his ass up. We've got basically a pay-per-view every month from now until December, leading up to that Joshua Fury 3rd, which is gonna suck. But we're gonna make a
why?
Dude, I mean,
why is it gonna suck?
Wilder Fury 3? That fight's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Man. Because
Fury's gonna dominate.
Fury's gonna beat him for the 3rd time out. We're gonna make money off it, which is gonna be great, but it doesn't interest me, man. Let's see him fight Joshua. Let's get the real fight going. That's what everyone wants to see, right?
The battle of the British Isles, man. Yeah, battle of the British Isles, right? The Gypsy King versus the UK King. So, Dash, you got stuff going on this week. What's up?
Yeah, we got some soccer going on tomorrow. Let me see. There's not a ton that I like tomorrow. We got smoked on overs today. It was no bueno day for overs, but let me see what I got here. Send them over to Donnie earlier.
We got early goals in almost every single one.
And then they all just failed.
God.
And then the one that I posted in Turkey, 1 goal in the 10th minute, 2 goals in like the 81st and 85th minute. And I was like, oh my God, we might cover the over 3.5, and then just fell short. Awful day in overs. Let's see what I got. So Young Boys.
Love Young Boys.
Love the Young Boys.
YB. We're gonna
make sure you say that.
We're gonna refer to them as YB from now on, so we don't get the FBI on our case. YB's at home. For some reason, this team is like the story of night and day, home and away, even without crowds. It's wild. They suck away. They're great at home. So they're like minus 195 to win, and the over 2.5 is like minus 200 as well. So I'm going to parlay those just to get a better price on it. Because those can sometimes pop off in the first 5-10 minutes with a goal. So I don't like letting that sit for the price to come down on that game, so I'm just going to parlay those two, YB to win and over 2.5. And then Bodo Glimt in Norway, over 3.5 in that game. They've been just going off on goals at home as well. And then Molde, M-O-L-D-E, however you pronounce that in Norwegian, over 2.5. I'm probably going to play that live. It's just priced a little too high at the moment, but we should be able to get it 10, 15 minutes in as long as there's no goals.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, they've been, man, I'm going to have to start playing some of these games pregame because they've been killing us with this. They score a goddamn goal in the first 5 minutes. You know, it's like,
it's the worst,
man. You cannot, it's hard to get the odds you want on some of these. So I'm going to start playing. Yeah. And one of the strategies Don's been using is playing the parlay with all of them over like 1.5. And that shit, that
like
seems like a good strategy.
All over 1.5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Take a shot somewhere like a 2.5 and eat the odds somewhere good where you feel the safest, you know. That's if you can't play them live. But, you know, with the list I gave today in premium, I have a lot of those that are going to be pre-match games. So we can look at places, especially when you're close to plus odds. You know, if you get a minus 110, minus 125, who cares about the juice? Pull the trigger. Just like we said, we see that early goal more often than not within 15 minutes. Yep. I know DraftKings locks me for like the first 3-4 minutes of every game. Sucks. Terrible to live bet that. But anyway, sorry.
I know you guys hate the MLS, but I know you guys hate the MLS, but you know what? We actually have done halfway decent on it too. On this late night bullshit. We've got, it's kind of it's a dumpster fire league. These guys, they're definitely not even close to most European. I mean, even the worst European leagues, they're not even the same echelon. But I'm telling you, once goals start falling in MLS, it's like gravity. They're trash cans, man. They're dumpster fires. Once goals start falling, though, it's a gravity effect. They don't like even that Houston game 2 nights ago, the LA Football Club in Houston. Houston went back into they parked the bus. They parked the bus and still got 3 dropped on them. So that's one thing I've noticed the trends is this MLS, especially this tournament, short. A lot of games, a lot of days, a lot of tired legs. And these guys are just missing their marks on D, and it's kind of turning into a dumpster fire. Not saying to blindly jump in anything, but if you're at the first half and you see a decent line,
there's 2 teams in that league that got pulled because of too many positive coronavirus tests. So who knows if that's even going to keep going.
Yeah, we'll get your money in it.
Well, you got a game on right now. It's 2-1 at halftime.
You guys have been killing it on the lines there.
2-1.
You know, just like everything else.
Yeah, the line's fun.
You got a live play?
Unfortunately, right now, what's the game? I don't even have the match. I'm watching boxing with Donnie.
It's 2-1 Orlando over New York.
I've got it pulled up.
Yeah.
Throw a little money over 4.5 is plus 100 right now. Get a little bit better plus odds on it, but I might throw a little half unit at the over 4.5 on that game. You never know.
Over 4.5.
Okay.
4.5.
It's already at 3 goals.
Locking it in. Let's go.
1.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll do it.
All right.
I'm in.
Right.
I'm
It's
in.
in.
I just loaded up my computer right now.
Fuck it.
3.5 is
we just like throwing money away.
Overpriced. Minus 550, super overpriced.
Wow, minus 550. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, MLS is back. I love it too. On my bookie, it says MLS is back. That's what it's called.
That's the tournament. The tournament is called MLS.
Yeah, I know. It's hilarious to me though. That's like the actual how lazy are you to come up with your tournament name? It's like let's name tournament names. Let's call it the American Cup. Let's call it the MLS. No. I got it. MLS is back. That's what they went with. It's like somebody should get freaking fired. That's just lazy, you know.
They just took the first suggestion. They were like, yeah, fuck it.
Oh, we got it.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Zeus,
4.5.
Zeus has
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Tomorrow. Zeus has a lot of soccer for us tomorrow.
Zeus has got a lot of soccer?
Zeus has a lot of soccer tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is he joining us? I thought he was going to join us tonight. Or is he just...
No,
He was.
That's out.
3 a.m.
Sleepy boy.
It's early in Croatia. Early over there in Europe.
I figured.
Or whatever you want to call it.
We'll catch him on a morning stream. We should catch him in a morning stream, man. Bring him in on a morning stream.
We're going to set up an NBA stream before the season starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy's a freak, man. And those props, dude, his props, that guy's a complete freak. You know?
We already started the conversation today for him to schedule a time for it. We got a baseball show coming up next week I'm going to do to open the season up. You guys saw I dropped the props the other day.
Yep.
For the year.
I'm already on those. Already got them locked in.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I got your Phillies in there. I also put the Reds in there, plus 1,200 on them. But I'll get you guys that next week. But for Zeus, for soccer tomorrow, he's got Burnley and Wolves draw and under 2.5 there. Pull the draw. That's got to be plus 200 or better on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got Liverpool money line.
Okay.
And then Bologna, Napoli, BTTS, and over 2.5. I'm on over 2.5 as well, as you can see in the list I dropped for you guys. Milan and Parma, Milan -1. I like that over there as well. And then last, Austria. Hartberg, Austria, Wien. And then TT over 1.5 for Wien. So that's all of his plays. We'll get all these plays to you guys at the end of the stream. We just have 4 people in here. That's our max right now. But we got slides of media for you guys in the end. And then I'll run through mine real quick. We do have an overnight play on mine. We got the Korean FA Cup going on. So my play is Ulsan Hyundai -1.5. Sorry, screen's shaking. Yeah, so they're top of the K-League 1 playing against K-League 2 or 3 team. They're just dominant. K-League 1 teams don't score on them. They win every game up there by 2 or more goals. They're going to walk through this matchup. When you get into the other divisions through these Korean leagues, they don't really carry foreign players. All the NPB, KBO, the soccer leagues, they all have caps on how many foreign players you can have. So those younger teams, even those smaller teams, don't really have foreign players. And their selection pool is a lot smaller than some of these bigger countries. So they should cruise. There's not too many games. There's a lot of even matchups tomorrow on like K-League 2 teams and K-League 1 teams. So maybe next round we'll catch something more. But the one play I do like there is Ulsan Hyundai -1.5 if you can find it. They are -2 some places, and I'd still play it.
I got it for -150.
Nice. That's solid.
Good price.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I'm in.
In
Take it
Italy,
right now. I'm locking it up.
Bologna, Napoli, over 2.5. That's -145. Pre-match, taking it, not caring. There's 2 other Italian games that I'm taking pre-match tomorrow as well. They're all around -150, -160. I'm not messing with them, just taking them. Sometimes it's worth it just to eat the juice.
I'm doing it right now.
I gotta find something to play tomorrow. FanDuel's giving me a free $10 bet, which that's not even a quarter of a unit for me, but they're giving me a free bet, so I'm gonna play it. It has to be a same game parlay, 3 legs in soccer. I'm still looking at that. I'm sure a lot of people have that for tomorrow, so I'll try and find something good. They all have to be -200 or less, so -200 and under, so -190, -180, et cetera, et cetera.
Napoli, the over, and BTTS.
And then I need
There's
Napoli to win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's at least 3 games in Italy tomorrow where you should be able to do that. Where you should be able to pick a winner, the over 2.5, and BTTS.
Nice. I was looking at City. Everything on Man City tomorrow is super overpriced, so that game's out. I was thinking City win over 2.5 and something else there, like corner prop or something, but it's way overpriced. City's like -5 something to win. Over 2.5 is like -3 something. So that game's 100% out.
Ben, you see that weird rat tail on the side of that dude's head? It's not even like centered.
Yeah, I've been looking at. I was kind of like watching. What the heck is? I don't know, man. Oh, dude, it's like the Jedis. It's like Anakin Skywalker. You know? How cute.
That's the weirdest
How
thing
cute,
I've ever
right?
Well, let me drop
like
baseball real quick on you guys.
There.
And then I want to get
baseball.
you guys into some UFC. So NPB tomorrow. We got Yomiuri. Yeah, Yomiuri money line -115. Take that at the score. And then Yakult and Hansen over 8 runs there. That's a good one. If you're looking KBO, I do like Deuce on SK over. SK really hit the ball well yesterday, 12 runs. We got 2 American pitchers here, but Raul Alcantara, he gives up a couple of runs every game. And then who do we have? Pinto. Pinto's on SK. He, once again, 3-4 runs are minimum there. So we have a total of 9. Now, Doosan at home produces far less runs than on the road. But, you know, single digit over for them, it's almost always a grab for me with the way their bullpen is. And I think SK put up 7 runs against the pen yesterday. So we should have a tired bullpen. Hitters are hitting. SK also is over 3.5 to put a T total is +110, I think. So that's very low for that game. Doosan, I like far less. It's over 5.5. They probably hit the total. Probably see a 7-4 game, 7-5 game, something in that range here. But when the both starting pitchers leave this game, we're going to have 4 to 6 runs on the board already. So I do like that over 9.
Okay.
Putting the baseball in right now.
What about NASCAR? You got anything to say about NASCAR?
Yeah, I was just looking to see if, and I don't think they're going to. I was trying to find out if they have any odds posted yet, which they're probably going to wait till the last minute to do it. So, they do. They do have only winners. They don't have head-to-heads. But so check it out. Yeah, we got the All-Star race tomorrow night, and man, listen, guys, I would go lightly on this fucking thing. There's, I'll come up with something for us, but looking ahead to this race, it's at Bristol, so it'll be a good race. It'll be cool to watch if any of you enjoy watching that bullshit. But the format is funky. They're going to have a kind of like a play-in race. It's going to consist of 3 stages, and they have it's full of basically field fillers. There are a few guys in there that they're going to let 3 guys into the actual All-Star race from the play-in race. So I think that the 3 guys that get in are going to be Almirola, Reddick, and Boyer. And then they're going to have a fan vote, and it's going to be Bubba Wallace. They're going to fan vote Bubba Wallace into the race, I'm sure. But then they'll do the actual All-Star race tomorrow night. And for that, I'm looking at I know I've been riding Kyle Busch all season, and he hadn't won shit yet, and I'm going to keep riding him. I think that him and possibly his brother Kurt Busch are going to win this thing. One or the other is going to win this race here. And the other guy I'm looking at is Jimmy Johnson. So Jimmy Johnson, he's got one foot out the door, man. He's retiring after this season. He's done. I think this is going to be his final hurrah, and he's going to try to go out there and give it all he's got. The winner of this race, the race doesn't count for no points or none of that shit. It's just for $1 million. The winner gets $1 million. So, I mean, that's a lot of incentive. But for some of these guys,
points, I'll take the mill.
Yeah, you know. But
fuck that, dude. Put me in one of them cars. I'll race for $1 million. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no
well, the thing
man.
is
you can have. Hey, I'll give you my points. I'll keep the mill. Okay.
You'll see these younger drivers, these rookies and shit, really going for it. These guys that don't have much. So anyway, one of the long shots we're going to be looking at is Eric Jones. He finished 5th here in May at Bristol, and he's young and he's hungry and he's a good little driver. So we'll be looking at him. We're going to be looking at Kyle Busch. We're going to be looking at Kurt Busch, and we'll be looking at Jimmy Johnson to actually win this race. Then a couple other notables are going to be Brad Keselowski, who actually won the race here at Bristol in May, and he finished third here last year. And then you're going to have the chalk, which the odds are showing right now. Kevin Harvick's the favorite, and I don't blame him. You know, he's the best driver out there this year. But right now you have Kyle Busch to win at 650, and that's actually not very bad value. The thing about this race is there's only going to be 20 drivers in the field, so the field's basically cut in half. So you got a lot better shot with these odds. I might book Kyle Busch at plus 650, maybe for a unit or something like that to win. But once again, we'll look at the head-to-heads when they come out. They'll be out sometime tomorrow. You guys hit me up in the server. I'll let you know what I think, and we'll find some good ones. The guys that I'm going to be fading this week at this All-Star race, I'm going to be fading Alex Bowman for sure. That's we faded his ass all season, and we've hit every single fucking time we faded him. I'm going to keep that trend going, and I'm going to fade him. I'm going to find a good head-to-head against Alex Bowman and win us some money tomorrow. So that's what we'll be looking for. That's how I cap these races most of the time, guys. I don't look for somebody to win. I look for a fucking loser, because a loser is always going to be a loser. But these winners can win, or they can hit or miss. But if you find a loser, man, 9 times out of 10 they're going to stay losing. So that's what we're going to look to do, is fade Alex Bowman this week. So that's what we're looking at in NASCAR. We got the race tomorrow night at Bristol, and like I said, you guys hit me up in the server, and I'll once the head-to-heads come out, I'll find us something good.
Nice. I mean, I'm tailing. I blindly tail Poopster. It's a no-brainer at this 100%. Point.
You have to. It's a no-brainer. You got to do it.
I mean, you don't even do your research. Just go and pick up Poopster and go with it. I mean, there's nothing else to do. Yep. There's no reason not to.
I turned on the race like last 10
Friday. That one Friday was, dude. It was so stupid. He had it won. Our matchup Friday was 1. And some scrubs in like 15th, 16th place decided to start bumping, and they bumped, and they caused a caution with 2 laps to go, and they slingshotted Poopster out of a win. I mean, I've never seen anything like that before in my life. I was like, you gotta be kidding me! It was 2 laps, and the guy had teammates around him, so here you go, take 3rd place, and our guy went down to 5th or something. And Mute point now, but I've seen some bad beats, and that was almost as bad as that Max Holloway fight last weekend. It was a pretty bad beat, just unfortunate.
It happens, man. And that's fucking right. I mean, that's going to happen a lot of times in racing. We're going to get fucked. Somebody's going to crash. The race is going to get cut short by rain. Something's going to happen, and that'll happen. That it's going to happen a lot more. But we're going to win more than we lose. I guarantee you that.
Fight's on. There he is. Fight time. All right. Get it on the background. Yep. Fight time. Cervera. So, all right. What's next? We going UFC now or what? Or
we're going UFC
now.
I'll drop out. I'll let you guys handle UFC so you can get Chase in here.
UFC.
So, that's it for me, boys.
Yeah. You can drop me too. Thank you, gentlemen.
Keep killing it.
See you Friday.
Yeah, both of you keep killing it, man. Let's get the UFC guys in here.
UFC.
Chase wants to, poop at the NASCAR. Thanks for that goal, man.
I saw Ben with his sign. I just wanted to be a part of it.
It's too much.
I got another sign. I got another sign.
I can't read that.
Can you read it? Is there too much sun? No.
Yeah, there's too much sun, man. I can't see it. So you have to use a Sharpie, man. That's some rookie shit over there with a pen.
Yuri. It says Yuri. It says Yuri. He was
we should
last weekend.
God, we made the wrong fucking call on that max bet.
Well, after we lost that max bet, I showed you guys. I said in chat. Here comes R-rated. I said, I'm tired of fucking around. I threw 200 on Jerry at plus 275, and he did his little weird kind of shit like this, and he just gave a guy a little throat punch. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, that was
Jerry, baby, Jerry.
Missing that
we're doing
max
both
bet
horses,
just
right?
like it hurt my feelings is what it did. I took that personally.
Happens, man. Happens. It's our first over 3 unit bet we've lost. And we've been doing this now.
That's
UFC 7. We've been capping 7 weeks now in UFC. You and I teaming up, something like that. 6 fights in a row, some shit. So yeah, our first 3 unit loss is not the end of the world. And of course,
I just lost you guys for like a solid 30 seconds.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, like you said earlier, wasn't our best showing, but I mean, we still cleared 7 units, so it's nothing to be ashamed of at all.
All right. So what do we got this week, man? Chase, you want to throw these out? What do you got? You and I talked earlier. We got a lot of similarities. Why don't you run down your big list first, man? I've got it right in front of me. I'm looking at it, and there's a couple that I want to comment on as well.
Well, where was I? Oh, hold on. I went last time. Hold on.
And we're putting you in the spotlight this week.
Yeah, hold on. I didn't have everything loaded up. Basically, off the bat, I did, a really boring parlay. I mean, it's really not, no shit. I call it the no shit parlay. I mean, I just took everybody that was minus 300 or more and threw them together. And you can get them. There's 4 guys on there. Shore, Al-Hassan, Chimiev, and Cater. We can get them for about plus 150, give or take. I'll probably put 1 or 2 units on that. I'll sit back and look for one of them fucking up though. I don't like putting more than 2 guys together, but I mean, I just don't see how any of them lose. I mean, Al-Hassan missed weight today, which makes me pause a little bit, but I mean, the guy puts people to sleep. I mean, he walked through Nico Price, 16 months ago. So if he can come anywhere near that, he should walk through this guy as well. And Jajua and Babeta. Jajua and Babeta?
No,
I think we were all.
That's one of our. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Al-Hassan. I was saying Jajua and Babeta. I think we're all in agreement with that. I don't think that goes the distance, and I think that price is pretty good. Plus 135 for. I mean, both of them get finishes or have finishes in their career. I mean, obviously they're low-level women's fighters, and they could just hug each other for 15 minutes. But I think one of them gets the other one out. They're both, one of them gets the other one in a bad position and gets one of them out. I was actually looking at Babita inside the distance, but I ended up doing this because it's a little safer, in my opinion. Then what else? Fish Gold. He missed weight as well, so I'm having pauses with that. But I locked that in at plus 125. Murphy as well. I have him at plus 140, and Molly McCann at minus 125. I think those are all my money line bets. Oh wait, Benoit,
right?
I think so. I have him locked in.
No, I like that. Yeah, we agreed on that. I thought that was cool. I thought we agreed because we agreed on that Benoit in the inside distance. That was pretty cool. That we actually agreed on that. Blindly saying we both had a plus 300 on our card. That we're like, oh yeah, we both actually like that. For him to finish. I think, like you said, he's going to be. If as long as his cardio is in place, man, he's going to run this. He's going to run this thing. His opponent's not anywhere near the conditioning that he is, and it's guy should be gassed by round 2 or 3. So let's get this fight over with. And Benoit's the one that's going to win.
So. Elliot just fought. What was it? 6 weeks ago, I think. And like I said, unless he's been running this whole time, he died in literally 6 minutes. His last time out. I mean, it was tough to watch. Like. From like a human struggling condition, it was like he just ran a marathon after like 6 minutes of fighting. It was so tough to watch the rest of that. So I mean, unless he ran and as he's been just running the last 6 weeks, I expect kind of the same. He's gonna go out there,
blow his load in 5 or 6 minutes, and he'll get finished, or he'll get a finish. I mean, one of the two. I mean, I don't see this. I mean, maybe that's the safer play, just not hitting the cards, but I just don't think he's a very good fighter in general.
Yeah. He just fought last time May 30th, and like you said, within like 6-7 minutes he was out.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
Yeah,
that Joshua Belbita, we agree on that. We all agreed on that. I actually was on Jojua's side, which is awkward for me because I usually like the longer fighters, and she's giving up 4 inches. But just eye test. I watched both of them fight. I watched some highlights, and I just liked what I saw from her a little bit better. Not that but we're all in agreement that fight will not go the distance. I think that's an easy bet. Like you said, they're young.
Those are lower level fighters in my opinion. I mean, there's a lot of lower level fighters on this card, and I don't think a lot of these fights are going to go. I mean, if you look at the odds, a lot of them are juiced to the under, like hard. So to find one that's actually even money juiced, or a little bit over even money juiced, I mean, that's nice to find.
Yeah,
definitely. This is definitely the biggest shit card UFC's put together in quite some time. I can tell you that much right now. It was so hard to cap.
That's why they put it on a Wednesday night.
It's a Wednesday. It's just a showcase for the young talent. That's it. It's showcasing the new young talent, and none of them. It's all it is, man. They're showcasing the young new talent. They're putting some of the heavy hitters against some people that legit shouldn't even be in UFC yet. And they're just setting him up like, Jack Shore. Come on, man. That guy's gonna win in the first round. He's gonna choke the guy out. Like, it's like, dude. I mean, it's just a joke. It's the same thing with. Well, I think he will. It's so with Abdul Hassan. Same thing. If he makes weight, he's gonna punch his face out, dude. Lazarus is gonna be dead in the first round.
Yeah, that's gonna be such an easy fight for him. I think that, like you said, that one's gonna end like early in the first.
Let me jump in here real quick for a live update on this fight. So Severa, first round, opening seconds of the round, put Burns on his ass because he fucking tried to jump hook and got countered. So we're up big time on the card.
Awesome.
Severa is just teeing off.
There you go.
Guy. He's gonna last because
I like it.
Chin, but he'll hit the mat at least 2 more times. We'll win that unanimously. But anyway, you guys.
You think it's gonna go to decision?
Yeah.
You think it's going to the cards?
Yeah, we bet that. We bet that. Yep.
Oh,
that was my heavier of the
lean.
lean. So we have the minus 200 money line there, and then we said lean heavier on the decision, and then if anything, put a quarter unit to back it with the KO, because he's landing power shots to this guy's face. Like, he is just bricking him in the face.
So you got to watch out for the TKO then. I mean, sometimes the referee will jump in there just to save the guy from himself.
Well, he plays
not
like a.
Not in UFC, they won't.
yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, Mark Goddard. I would have fought Mark Goddard if I would have gotten another round in with Mark Goddard if I was some of those fighters.
Dude, Aldo, man, that poor bastard. He's got to retire now, doesn't he? I mean, I don't know what that ref was thinking, man. Just letting him just get his head kicked or his face just punched in, man, back of his head. I was like, we're sitting here, we had a golf tournament all day, and we're sitting over here trying to stay awake, and I'm just like, man, give it up. Let the guy just throw the towel in for. I was disappointed in his corner too, to be honest. I know everyone wants to go on their merit, but you know what? Forget it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
it's like Anthony Smith. They almost let that man die in the octagon too.
Yeah,
that's a corner thing, and that's a referee thing. I mean, that's a lot of people's fault. I mean, your corner has to look at you and go, "Hey, man, I really don't think you should go out for the fifth." I mean, they have to have your safety in mind as well. Where was I? I think I got everything knocked out pretty much. I mean, besides the Cater won't go the distance, and Alisson won't go the distance. That's paying minus 115 if you combine those together. I like those prices. I try to get everything at least even or better. I mean, or at least as close to even as possible. I try not to go in there with minus 200 or whatever, unless it's Volkan Ozdemir. I mean, that was a gift. But yeah, I bet probably just
I mean,
lay a
that's
unit on all these. I
unfortunately
got
with this
10
card.
bets,
That's
so.
the best you're gonna find. Is yeah, we narrowed ours down to 4. Twist, why don't you give them the 4, man? What we got going?
I don't even remember what 4 I gave him. Hang on a second.
Here it is. I got it.
We took
I got it pulled up.
Yeah, first off,
Jack
we took
Shore,
Jack Shore inside.
We took Shore to finish. Yeah.
Yep, we took that. Our next one was Belvita and Jajua, not to go the distance at +125. That one, I mean, I like that one. Like you guys already hit on, these girls are young. They have a bunch of finishes in their back pocket. I mean, just looking at their stats is how often they go the distance compared to other female fighters. Theirs is pretty low, man. Like combined, they go the distance less than 24% of the time. Most female fighters usually go at least 30. A lot of them are fucking a lot higher than that. So at 23%, 24%, not to go the distance at +125. I mean, how could you pass that up? I think we are kind of torn on like who's actually going to finish that fight. So we're going to stick with the not to go the distance bet. Our next one that we had was that the Alisson fight or?
Yep, Alisson to finish. I mean, it's shitty odds, but it's, I mean, I'm max betting it. Minus
it's about as good as,
I don't care. I mean, that's about as good as. I mean, honestly, like at minus 240, yeah, you got to pay 2 to 1. I got 220 on my book or 215, I think. It's not favorable, but I mean, dude, it's what's going to happen, you know. And there's worse place to put your money. And then the last one is the Rivera Strauman,
right? And
we both like Strauman money line.
Yeah, Strauman money line for +112 or whatever you can get it on your book. My book sucks. I always get worse odds than everybody else, but whatever. But I mean, for that one, like I was telling you earlier, man. I mean, Rivera's lost 3 out of his last 5. Strauman is 3-1-1 in his last 5. I mean, just looking at like how their last few fights have gone, it looks like their careers are like on an opposite trajectory. Like Rivera's going on his way out. Strauman's coming up. At +112, that's one of the better value picks that we were able to find on this card. So that's what our pick is for that one.
I mean, and Rivera's definitely, you know, he's had better days behind him. They both have very similar, 26 and 23 professional fights. And Rivera's been in UFC. Rivera's been in UFC a little bit longer. But yeah, I mean, he's 31 years old. Once you hit that other side, once you hit that other side of 30 in UFC, like you really got to be somebody special to really stick around. Like it doesn't just, you know, otherwise you're getting replaced and you're fighting younger, bigger, better. And you know, and that's just kind of the way it's always worked. And Stamon's at 30, but he started off, he did finish his 4 years of school at Michigan or whatever. And then you know, but so he started off a little bit later than the other guy, than Rivera. But so I don't know. I like that too. You know, the only thing I don't on this whole card, I don't have anything for the main event, man. I absolutely love both fighters, and I hate to bet against them. So I'm probably going to end up taking over 2.5 as is standard with main events right now. Yeah, and then over 2.5 though. You go and not go the distance. Okay.
We've been killing that the last few weeks. We said to hammer both of them, and both of them hit.
Yeah,
the fucking Poirier Hooker one. I was nervous as shit for the first half of that fight, but they ended up going the distance. I don't know how. I have no fucking idea how.
We're on a 6 main events in a row. It's the first time ever in UFC history that 6 in a row have gone to the cards. 6 main events in a row have gone to the cards ever.
So basically, you're telling us to take this one, not to go the distance.
Yeah, I'm not going to go the distance.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Ben. I haven't pegged anything on that fight that I like enough to actually throw out there. I'm going to keep looking at it tomorrow, along with a couple of these other ones that we didn't have picks for, just to see if I can like find something that I like. But I mean, with this card, they have a lot of these fights capped so well that it's hard to pick something and have it actually worth something.
The over 2.5 is -150, and I feel like in any main event now, even though this is a shit card of shit cards, but with the larger ring, everyone's been training in the smaller rings. We had EA ran some numbers on that for us earlier, which was fantastic.
He did,
I feel like -150. I'm just gonna flat out lay the 150 to get 100 and just call it a day. You know, and I'm not gonna go cute on it. But I do see that value in under inside. Does the fight go the distance? No, it doesn't. There is value there with that too. Minus 185. Yeah, it's probably most likely not going to go. I agree, but until we've been riding, like you said, we've been riding that main event, man. I'm gonna ride it until it bucks me off. I never leave a heater, so I'm gonna. Maybe if I'm wrong, I'm dead wrong, but I'm not gonna go super heavy. Anything I'm going heavy on is all Hassan fight, and then that parlay. I'm actually parlaying the two of them together. All Hassan to finish and Jack Shore to finish. And you can actually get even money on there. And I already threw almost 5 units on that too. So I hate doing a parlay because all it takes is one kisser to ruin a whole card. But I don't see how either one of those guys lose, and I don't see how either one of those don't win in the first round and a half. Even I mean, I expect both fights to get to end in the first round, but what do I know?
I forgot to throw one more that I threw this in at like 5 or 6 o'clock. Chimaev by submission. He's really good on the ground. Like I actually got a chance to watch some of his fights, and if he gets us to the mat, I think he puts this guy to sleep or whatever.
The John Phillips fight. I think Ben had Chimaev to finish too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Chimaev by
I had him to
sub
finish,
is,
but not by sub. I like the sub though.
My sub is minus 125. I mean, that's damn near even money. I don't hate that.
And John Phillips for subs is 2 and 5, so it's not like he can't be submitted. He fucking loves getting submitted. So
yeah,
2 out of 5.
And
that's pretty bad, man.
He's 2 for 5 on subs, man. So
he's almost like your friend. What's her?
Fucking Hannah Cyphers. That bitch sucks.
Hannah Cyphers.
I can't. I hope she fights again. I doubt she will, man. I think that was her last fight because I watched her last 3 fights after my sister told me that like she was friends with her, and man, those last 3 fights, like just as a human being, like it was hard to watch. Like she looked fucking terrible in all 3 of them. Dude, I was surprised whenever she ended up back on that card that I was telling everybody, hey, fucking hammer this bitch to get finished because she's gonna get finished.
Oh, and we did, man. That was like oh Jesus Christ, that poor lady. I you're right. It's at the point now where I feel bad for her, but I do want her on the next card because I like money and she's easy money to make. She's just a dead fish, man. She'll just get her under the chin. She's gone. She's not even try. She doesn't even tuck, man.
I keep looking for her. I keep looking for Coco Bombs to come back. He doesn't have a next fight scheduled yet.
Yeah, but
I just like his nickname, man.
Coco Bombs is coming up, but O'Malley, man, he's in what 2-3 weeks?
Yeah, I think he's on like August 14th or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me on that date. I know it's in August though.
I love. I love watching that kid fight.
I just saw that earlier today.
One more I was going to mention was Fishgold. He has like 9 submissions out of his 11 or 12 wins, I believe, when I was looking. And for him to win by submission is plus 250. If he was later on in the card, I would throw whatever. I would throw a little bit of my winnings on him, but I think he's like the 4th fight. So I don't think I'm going to get a chance to do that.
Third.
But not.
He's a 3rd fight now.
Not a bad
Gonzalez and
so you won't even get a chance to do that. But not a little bad DraftKings or something. Just throw it in there. Maybe he gets a finish. He's going to be a dog too, so he's going to be a cheaper price.
Yeah, I'm really mad that really mad that Gonzalez fight got canceled. I was all over Gonzalez, man. I was excited to bet on him.
Yeah,
he was this week's he was this week's jury. He was this week's jury, man. I was all over that kid, but
he's a beast, man. 12-1 knockouts out of 16 wins. That's not bad.
Yeah.
He has never gone the distance, man. God, this was another one of those fights that I wanted to like throw into a parlay just because like there's so many of these fights that like combine these guys like 7% or less of the time they go the distance. Like there's gonna be so many knockouts and shit tomorrow. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. I mean, but I'm glad because they need to do something because this is a dead fish card. And so the fact that they have a couple things. Fish Gold, I agreed on Fish Gold too. I was looking at.
I had one more.
I said that was fixed over. Go Twist.
I had one more parlay that I'm probably going to throw out and take tomorrow. It's at minus 159 odds, but that's not that great. But it's going to be Modestas Bukakis and the John Phillips fight. Both of those not to go the distance. Like I've been saying, and neither one of those fights, fucking Bukakis and I'm not even gonna fucking try to say this dude's last name. They go the distance less than 7.5% of the time, and then John Phillips and Chimea, they go the distance less than 3.5% of the time. So I mean, even it's a 2-leg parlay at -159, but I mean, that's gonna be one of the. If that doesn't hit, I'll lick my dog's asshole on next Friday's live. Don't hold me to that. I'm not gonna do
You're
it.
in the dogs, man.
Yeah,
You're in the dogs.
dude. I mean, honestly,
but I mean,
it's so
that's
funny.
gonna hit. She just gave me the weirdest look.
Honestly, you guys were
Well, the
looking at
dogs
this.
are just provocative
She stretches and her ass
Here's
just
the
goes
crazy
up.
thing on the.
It's weird kind of tail.
Yeah, dude, that says husky in her, man.
Was that too far?
So we're only predicting one car. No, not at all, man.
No, you're fine.
We're only predicting one of these prelims to go the distance, huh? Right? The Leroy Murphy and Ramos think it was going to go the distance, right? Jack Shores finishing Phillips in the first round.
Murphy.
We both have Juju.
Yeah, I
Murphy's
think
a hell of
Jack
a
Shores
striker,
gonna
man.
finish. I don't think
Murphy's a hell of
Fishgold's
a
going the
striker.
distance. Belvita's not going the distance.
If he doesn't get taken down, which he got taken down like 8 times his last fight, so I mean his takedown defense is shit. But if he can stay on the feet, I think he might be able to get the finish. I mean, you never know. He's a hell of a striker. He's coming over from England. That's all they do, man. He trains with Peter Yan. He's a hell of a striker.
Oh, anyone that trades with Peter Yan, I'm on their team, man. That guy's he might not be the best fighter in UFC, but he's definitely making a case as being pound for pound the big dick of the fucking town.
Yeah, Murphy's not a great wrestler.
Yan is incredible, man.
Yeah.
As long as this fight stays on the feet, we're definitely live.
Murphy's
and at plus 140 or plus 130, that's a great price.
No, I see. What else? What else? We talked about recap last weekend real quick, man. I mean, we all agree Holloway got completely fucked, right? I mean, Jesus Christ, how bad is that, huh?
100%.
I would have went.
So bad that fucking FanDuel was refunding people's tickets, man.
Yeah, I finished 3.5, up 3.5. I would have finished.
They gave it a bad beat.
Much better. I would have gotten to hedge, or hedge Masvidal in that last leg of the parlay, and it would have been a lot better night. Let you move on.
Yeah, I did hedge Usman. I put Usman on a bunch of other fights too. I put Usman as like my anchor. Usman just money line on a bunch of other parlays for other sports, and that was the most Usman fight in history. I mean, I hate to say it. Masvidal today said he wants a rematch. He said he'll outdraw McGregor, and I just said, you know what, man? Can we just can Usman just retire?
Well, that's what we were talking about.
Actually exciting to watch. I mean, I guess if you're a purist, I mean, look at that, dude. 16 minutes, 38 seconds of control. Fudge, dude.
No, there's not. I mean,
that's ridiculous.
There wasn't much to watch there. Welterweight's always been like that, man. Very seldom has there been a welterweight champ that just goes in there and hurts people. I mean,
no, you're right.
Robbie Lawler, maybe. About it. About the only person I could think of that was in there to just bang.
Yeah. So cool. So then I guess Friday we'll figure out next card. What we got Saturday. Saturday's card already looks a little bit better. Looking forward. Let's get through Wednesday first. I mean, other than that, is there any sneaky picks out of here? Anything any long shot bullshit picks anyone's in love with? Maybe somebody can sneak a unit on and get rich overnight. I mean, we both had that Benoit finish. I like that one at 310.
Yeah, I like that one too. I don't think I had anything, man. This card just kind of sucked, really.
What about the main event, man? Can Canada get upset? I don't think that's necessarily a gold ticket that he's going to win that thing. Cater to win that thing.
I don't think it is either. I don't think it's a guarantee. I mean, obviously, it's not a guarantee. Nothing in this fucking sport, or nothing in any sport, is a guarantee. I mean, I think that there's a decent chance that fucking Dan could win it, but I mean, that's the main one I'm going to look at more tomorrow, just to try to figure out what I can find that I like, other than over 2.5. But I don't know if there's going to be anything.
At 6 to 1. At 6 to 1, it's not a bad hedge either, Chase, for Dan to win by decision, man. That's 6 to 1. It might be worth a quarter of a unit. not even, or a tenth of a unit or whatever to get partial back. Because if this thing does go to cards, I know he's good. He's good.
Usually
if you look at his record, man, he wins his decisions.
Yeah.
And
Usually I'll throw
we
something-
all
I'll
agree.
throw something extra.
We don't think it's gonna go there.
See, I'm torn on that
we
too.
all
I don't
agree.
know.
I
don't
usually
think
throw
it's going,
something.
but
We're all talking.
I'm torn. I don't know if it's going to go to
If
decision or
I'm
not.
doing well, I'll start looking at the bullshit odds and just seeing if I can cash a bullshit odd that not necessarily bullshit. Like I just said, Fishgold is a great submission artist and he's plus 250 to win by submission. If he was like the 7th fight on the card, I'd throw a quarter unit on that or something, or a half unit on that. Just see if it hits.
absolutely.
But he's the third guy, so
same
I'm not.
thing, man. You know what? I
leave that
like
alone.
always. I love having a parlay from the prelim and the main, and a parlay with a prelim and a main eventer on it, because then I have time to readjust and hedge if need be. Everyone's always so afraid to hedge, and I say I'm the hedge king, man. I'll hedge everything. I don't if I'm guaranteed to win. Bro, give it to me. I'll hedge it all day. I don't know why people don't hedge more. Too much pride, I guess. I don't know. But
as long as I don't lose money, I had a decent night.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way.
You,
It's unfortunate. I'm probably not gonna watch much. I won't be able to watch much of this card just because I got golf. In,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna.
Where are you,
keep
by
on
the
my
way?
phone and I'll
It's
have it in the
daytime.
background, so. Oregon, man.
Where are you?
Yeah, man. It's still
You're in Oregon?
Oregon, dude. Oregon. Yeah. 7 o'clock, man. It's still daytime. It's nice out. It's light out. Yeah. Dude. It's even like light out at 10 o'clock here, dude. We're in the Northwest.
There you go.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So Chase, are we done with UFC? Chase, you got golf, don't you, man?
Oh yeah, I put it out already. I mean, I don't have anything really extra. To go through every pick would be. I forgot to add one more soccer, by the way, for Thursday. That's Leeds United. Leeds United -1.5. They clinched the championship with a win. It's gonna be the first time going back to the Premier League in like 20 fucking years. Liverpool wins their first one in 30. Leeds goes back to the league for 20. It's a great feel good story in both English leagues. I think they crushed their team. 1.5 is pretty much a gift, I think.
Okay.
I think it's -115 when I looked at it.
Cervera covers easy. He won that shit unanimous decision. He won it by like 6 or 7 on most cards.
There you go.
He took like the whole fight.
Like
What do you got?
two
You
weeks
got
ago.
anything else?
I mean that's it, man. I mean, I'm gonna, like I said, guys, I'm gonna post all my picks and pin them to the UFC channel. I like to bet on every match, so I'll post everything there. Twist and I's stuff, we've pretty much kind of hammered it all the way out. So we'll post Twist and Ben's picks, and I'll pin it up on the UFC channel or MMA channel, pardon me. And I'll be around a little bit, but I won't be around a ton. I have golf tomorrow, and it's these Wednesday fights. I mean, I would, if you guys are going into it, just try to get out. Let's make a little bit of money. I mean, like, I'm confident in my picks. Let's make a little bit of money, but I wouldn't get. This is definitely not the card to go heavy on anything. Like, there's nothing there that it just says screams you must go. The money line parlay that Chase laid down, that's about as safe as it gets. I think those two finishes, the Shore and Abdul to finish. I think those are the two. I think those two. I think that's a good parlay as well. And Twist's parlay is good as well. I think all three of those. I'm going to play all three of those, and that's probably where my heavy money is going to be, because I just don't see a ton of value everywhere else. Throw one unit on some finishes and things like that. Some get funky like Chase wants to do with some submissions. And other than that, man, like it's going to be one of those kind of cards. Just enjoy watching dudes get their teeth kicked in, because it's not going to be. There's not going to be nothing amazing about it. It shouldn't be.
I think
even the main event is a little undertoned.
I think as bad as the judges were last on Saturday, that I wouldn't be shocked if any of these went to the cards. I think that they're all going to be told by the boss, hey, come on. We gotta get
maybe
eyes
one of
on
you
this
guys
card.
maybe one of you guys with a little more UFC knowledge. Are the judges in UFC employed by UFC, or are they? Well, yes, we all know
What
they're
Chase
freaking
said.
terrible.
No,
But are they employed?
no,
Terrible. He said terrible.
They're not.
they're not. They're boxing judges. 90% of the time they're boxing judges, and they have no fucking idea what they're actually looking at.
Okay.
And
Don't worry, they don't know what they're looking at boxing. So
it's frustrating.
That's why they suck.
Frustrating as fuck to.
what?
And no pro fighters.
You know what, guys?
No
Thursday
ex-pro
night.
fighters want to step up and be judges. They don't want to pay it back and get paid. Like you can get paid too. Like all these 40-year-olds that with their heads with brain damage and shit can easily just go become UFC judges, and we could have fair results.
It'd still be better.
Yeah, they'd be better. Yeah, exactly. Because they know what they're looking
The
at.
only thing I'd say,
I mean,
the one thing I will say about that Holloway fight is, you know what? I am a firm believer that if you want to beat the champ, you do have to beat the champ. And yes, I think everyone in Mom agrees he won four, probably three, at least 3 rounds, probably 4 of those rounds. But you still have to beat the champ. I mean, it wasn't a definitive stamp. It said, God damn it, best win in history. And when you leave it, when it comes to a belt, I mean, that happens. But Donnie, same thing in boxing, man. If you want to get the belt, leave the guy on the mat. I mean, that's it. That's really it, man. When you look at judges are always going to favor the champion. The champion starts out with 1-0 in a round. It starts out and in boxing starts out 2-0. I mean, it's so true. It's stupid. But maybe it'll change one day. Like you said, maybe we'll get some old fighters to step up. Maybe DC will get away from the commentary and go up there and judge. I don't know. Well, who knows? But
Thursday night, we got a good slate. We got Big Baby on the opening card. Yeah, baby, make it. Come on, get through this, buddy. Get through this.
Let's do it.
It'll be fourth. So this will be his 5th fight, looking for his 5th KO. Love to watch that kid. Then Mariaga's fighting the main card, and that guy's punishing with body shots. Guys, I think he's well into the 30s with fights. Probably has 20-something knockouts, half of them with body blows. He just beat what's his name, Cervera. He just beat Cervera a couple months ago with a body blow.
Damn.
Came right around the wrist, just crushed him. Didn't come out of the corner. There are a few of those you just don't want to come out. But I think they were just saving him to build him back up. He's a 22-year-old kid. No point in taking the damage against the next champ. So.
Well, that's what we were just talking about with Aldo and what's his name a couple months ago. Why am I losing his name? Huh? No, the light heavyweight, Anthony Smith.
Yeah,
Anthony Smith and Aldo both got their ass beat for the 4th round, and then both of the corners were like, ready to send them out in the 5th. It's like, what the fuck? Why? You guys are getting paid already. Like you're not winning. He has no idea where he is.
I can't believe they kept sending Anthony Smith out there, man.
Just go.
Anthony Smith was
collect your money and go back to the drawing board.
That fight wasn't even close after this 3rd round.
Do you guys want to watch Clay Collard's fighting? And he started out coming over from MMA and was just huge underdog in every fight, and was just boxing the shit out of people and just out fighting these guys that were top, not top end, but you know what I mean, of that second bracket. They were the guys, the challengers, you would say.
Yeah.
And he was just outboxing the shit out of them, winning at a huge dog. And now look at him, he's minus 1,600 tonight. So it'll be fun to watch. And I'll turn it off.
So are you laying the juice for that one, Donnie?
No, he's gonna win. He's gonna win on cards. He's not gonna knock him out. It's minus 300. If I had those lines, I would take him and Mayer to win on cards, and it'd probably be like minus 125 to minus 150 for the parlay. But Michaela Mayer, she's an Olympic style boxer, so she's winning on cards. She's gonna beat the shit out of the girl for 6 rounds, 8 rounds, whatever they're going.
All right. Well, that's it for me, man. And I don't know if anyone else got anything going, but I look forward to Friday. Like I said, I'm going to post my picks. Twist, I'll get with you in a minute and post yours, and then
It's gonna be a fun week.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a real fun week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Donnie,
If anybody has questions on those,
MMA tomorrow, all-star races for Coop. I'm going to tail him on that. And golf Thursday through Sunday. Golf. Fighting on Saturday. We got everything, man. You're boxing on Thursday.
it's gonna be a good week.
Sports are fun. Like coming back. Feels great.
FanDuel. I like that.
I'm not.
Right, guys,
I'm not
I'm
on
gonna
Tigers.
go to picks up here. Thanks for coming.
I've had like 5 people.
Throw the picks. I'm out.
All right, see you guys.
You think he's gonna miss the cut?